Yeah, I'm having a little problem with the, I think it's the diff. It's making a grinding sound, and the diff doesn't seem to be working. When you turn one wheel, the other wheel is supposed to spin the other way, and it isn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the diff cover and take a look and see what's happening. Okay, screws are all off. There we go. Keep them all on the cover so I don't lose them. Okay, now the nice thing about the eRevo 2.0 to check the diff is you don't have to take all the top of, like the wing and everything off. It should come off. Let me get a screwdriver. Get a little one in here and see if we can pop that little cover off. Here we go. And pull the little pins out. I'll get some long nose pliers. There's 1, 2. The little buggers are in there good. There we go. Yeah, okay, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Get that one out. I don't have to take that off. I shouldn't have to take it off. There we go. See if I can get the other one out. Let me get some better pliers maybe. Get some with a cutting edge. There we go, it's coming out. Okay. When I open the diff cover, and get some of the loose dirt out if I can. Let's see. I wonder if I have to remove the back part here. Well, let's loosen it up. We'll see. Yeah, those two back ones have to come out too. There we go. And that should be it. I should be able to get her off. There we go. We can see what's happening. See if we strip the gear. Take out the dog ones. Put them to the side. So the main gear looks good. Could be the spider gears inside that are mucked up. Now the funny thing is, we're spinning here, but the front wheels aren't moving, which leads me to believe it could be just the drive shaft got broken. That would be nice. Let's take off this cover. Turn the camera over. bit. And where'd my little driver go? Keep the screws in their holes so I don't lose them all. It's too big. Where did I put my little bit? Oh. When I can't find my bit, do it by hand. Loosen this. Sometimes you get a little dirt in the hole. Get a pin or a little screwdriver. Clean it out a bit. There we go. Just loosen this up a bit, and the plate should, the cover should just slide right out from underneath that. There we go. Take these two screws out. And drop the screw here. Put it back in. Where it goes there. Okay, so we definitely found the problem. Looks like the shaft here broke. That's pretty good, but I'm worried about the diff. But I'm wondering if the diff, because there was no pressure on it. Oh no, they're working. See, when I turn one way, the other one goes the other way. I'm going to clean that up. And that's the piece I need right there. And yeah, it broke right off. Okay. Well, I'm going to go check my parts, see if I have it. And if I do, I'll put a new one on. Okay, well, back from the hobby shop, I picked up my my part. It's 8655. Here you go, 8655. It's the center drive halves. And as you can see, this one's in pretty bad shape. Got all twisted out. I don't mind having plastic there because if the system gets stressed, the plastic will break instead of a metal part, which makes it a lot cheaper to fix. Like I've got a whole pack of parts here for $5.99, which isn't bad. So we've got the part that we need, and as you can see, comparing the two, that's a new part and the old one. Now, to put this on the universal joint right here, what you have to do, in the old days we would bend those. We would just bend the lip over, but these ones nowadays, they have little C-clips on it. Now the funny thing is I noticed one of the C-clips on here was missing. So I went through my little drawer and I found a C-clip. I think it's the same size. We'll have to try that one out. And when you remove one of the C-clips, this should just pop right out. Like that. Which means this should come out. And this should just pop out like that. There we go. We've got our broken part off, which is the end of this. So we have to put this back on. So this fits in there. Now, there's a little surface rust on here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just WD-40 it. Maybe put a little oil on it. A little tray or container. That'll work. Let's see. I'm going to put a couple napkins here. Yeah, I love it when your local hobby shop has stuff like this in stock. You just give them a call, PM them, or let them know, stop off, letting them know what part you need. And they'll order it for you if they don't have it on the shelf. Luckily, they had this one right on the shelf. These are the broken parts. I don't need those. So let's just put a little WD on here. There we go. Gets the rust right off it. It's not a good lubricant, but if you want to clean your parts so they don't rust, it's really a nice spray to have, and that's pretty good. Bit of a wipe down, and then afterwards, once I get it together, I'm going to put a little oil on each of these universal joints. That's pretty good. Hoping that C-clip will fit. I think it will. Looks like the right size. Worst case, head back to the hobby shop, but I'll try putting it together and see how solid it is. There we go. I think what I'll do... Oop. wanted to clean the 4 pins that go into the A-arm that go on. Okay, so we're ready to go. So let's see, that one will go. Trying to remember how this all goes. So the big one goes in first, and then we get let's see. And what we want to do is we want to turn this so we get the hole. Okay, the hole's right there, like that. Okay, and this goes on anyway, doesn't really matter. Oops. Up again. Just like that. This, and we'll take, there's a C-clamp on one of the ends already. So okay, so as you can see, it's on nicely. Now the trick is to try and get this C-clamp on. They're a little small. But, let's see, pushing down. Okay. That little C-clamp's a little too big. I wonder if you can bend them. It's just a little too big for it. There we go. Come on, you. There we go. See if that'll stay on. Well, it'll have to do for now. So I'm pretty good. I don't think it'll come off. Okay, she's ready to go in. Okay. Okay, goes on like that. And just got to get the half moon here on the gear. Well, it's not a half moon, it's like 2 slots. There we go. That fits in there. Then we have a pin. Goes into the hole. Okay. Make sure I get it in right. Now you're screwing into plastic on these little U-joints, so you want them tight but not too tight. Just want them snug. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think I'm ready for the cover. Okay. There. My screws fell over. I think we're good. These 2 end screws. Like that. Goes in there. Okay, we'll tighten up these screws. Cover. Okay. So it is tight as I want to go with the drill. And this is it. There we go. Gonna hand tighten the rest. Let's see. It's pretty good. of stuff by hand. Okay, it's all done. I think before I put the back brace on, I'm just going to put a little more marine grease on there. You don't need much. Like marine grease on the metal to metal stuff, because if you get water in it, it doesn't turn to that milky white guck that regular grease will turn into. Okay, let's wipe my fingers. Put the diff back together. There. Let's see. Okay, looks good. I should have put this on first. Let's just loosen up these two. There we go. Okay, we'll tighten up the diff cover. You know what? Here. Okay, we'll hand tighten it down the rest of the way. The right driver. It's pretty good. Okay, looks good. Now we'll put our pins back in. And our dog bones. these go in first. Supports. I think what I'll do is I'll put one pin in. Clean the pins a little bit. There. Let's put this in. Okay. You know what would work is putting the screw for the torque link on the end first. It's crooked. There we go. Okay, one. Let's put the second one in. Before we do that, let's make sure we get our dog bone in. Lift it up. There we go. Okay. This way it'll hold it all together. Oh, wrong size. That's good. Nice and snug. Okay. Put the camera over here. And we just gotta get it in the hole there. Now that looks like it's going to be a pain in the butt. There we go. Just want to make sure it's clipped in there really well. Yeah, that's good. Let's get this pin in. Oops. Yeah, let's try that again. Get that pin in there. Gotta line it up so the holes match. There they go. Once they match, they go right in. Okay. My battery died, so I changed batteries in the camera. One thing I did while I was thinking about things, changing the battery, I figured I'll pull this cover off, and on the C-clips I just squeeze them down a bit with some pliers, and I put a little lube on there so they'll be nice and tight. So now we're going to put this cover back on. We'll hand tighten them down the rest of the way. Okay, that's good. Let's put, before this piece, I've got to put this piece on. A little plastic pin that covers two A-arm pins there, keep them from falling out. On this final cover, and something like that. So bolts go over here. Okay, once we tighten these up, that should be it. Okay, that's it. Double check everything, they're all tightened. Okay, that's it, we're ready to go. Okay, we'll take her out for the final test. Seems pretty good. It's good as new. GoPro, stop recording.